Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests of the 6th edition of the Government Services Forum, on behalf of His Excellency, President Julius Maada Bio, I bring you greetings from the government and the people of Sierra Leone. Many thanks and appreciation to His Excellency Mohammed bin Talia and the entire World Government Summit team for bringing us together to speak on these very important topics of leadership and governance. This is my 3rd World Government Summit, and it only keeps getting better. As leaders in the public and private sector, especially those of us in government, our goal should always be to improve and optimize service delivery for our people. That's why many of us keep coming back to learn. In 2018, when I was first appointed by President Bio as the Chief Innovation Officer, technology and digitization were foreign to how our government delivered services to people. In fact, we were ridiculed when we launched a 10-year National Innovation and Digital Strategy, which laid the government's vision for digital innovations and citizens, the economy, and the government. Our critics told us, we want books and you tell us about technology. We want trained teachers in our classrooms and you dare speak about artificial intelligence. They were right. So we supplied books and recruited more teachers. But we didn't stop there. We also built digital solutions like a USSD dictionary to complement the books we supplied, and deployed an SMS result checker that has been used close to 5 million times by almost every household in the country. We expanded mobile connectivity to cover nearly 90% of the population, up from 70% 6 years ago. I have since challenged the sector to reach 100% of 3G mobile connectivity over the next 5 years. We deployed a mobile AI chatbot enabled by ChatGPT to help teachers, those same teachers that we recruited in the classroom, deliver better content to the students. By simply sending a WhatsApp message today, they can be guided on how to teach the most complicated topics to their students. By the time I was appointed as Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education in 2019, our digital experience in Sierra Leone demonstrated that technology, when deployed appropriately, was beyond the catalyst that transformed service delivery. It was a public good. And that's when it can be a great leveler for development. The SMS exam result checker I mentioned earlier ensured that by simply sending a text message with even the most basic of phones, parents and pupils were able to check their exam results for free and instantaneously, no matter where they lived. This not only removed the cost burden from parents who in the past had to pay to know the grades of their kids, but for some girls who lived in remote villages where it could take weeks to know the fate of their future, it was the difference between continuing education or being whisked off for early marriage. During the COVID-19 school closures, we used these hybrid technologies to ensure our children didn't fall further behind, even as we were among the first set of countries to reopen schools safely. Today, I have the distinct honor of serving as Chief Minister of Government, and I've traveled the length and breadth of the country talking and listening to citizens. Seldom do I hear them murmur, "Why technology?" anymore. In fact, they're screaming, "Why not technology?" to solve our greatest problems. That is why, whether it is how we collect our taxes and revenues, reduce corruption and bureaucracy, or register businesses and corporate services, we're embarking on a digitization journey that sets out to make public services more efficient and reasonable for all. Radical inclusion. In finance, innovations by the central bank mean mobile money, mobile banking solutions, which simplify payments across businesses and communities, are being rapidly evaluated and deployed for service delivery in a live sandbox. I can pay for my electricity in Freetown right here from Dubai using USSD solutions. I do that too from my town in Pujan in southern Sierra Leone. It is these solutions that will expand our economic activities across the country, improve the lives of small business owners, and create value for some of the poorest in our population. Technology can drive equity. Over the next 7 years, His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio has identified 5 priority areas we believe will be the game changers in our development trajectory. Among these 5 priority areas is infrastructure and digitization. We know that to compete globally, while ensuring that our people get services quickly, we must use digitization as a core enabler for national development. Our flagship program, called Feed Salone, focuses on enhancing agricultural productivity to increase access and availability of food produced locally. To accelerate that ambition, the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security is already digitizing agricultural services, offering farmers access to critical information, market data, weather forecasts, and best agricultural practices directly to their phones in languages that they understand. We believe that when this reaches its peak, it will empower farmers to make informed decisions, enhance productivity, and promote sustainable agricultural practices that will enable us to ultimately feed Sierra Leone. We continue to invest in human capital development by facilitating accessible and quality education, equipping individuals with the relevant skills necessary for the evolving global job market. We're really inspired by innovations and policies of other governments, like the Ask Once policy of the UAE and the IREMBO platform of Rwanda. As part of our own efforts to revamp the public sector architecture and improve public service delivery in Sierra Leone, we will draw on digital tools to promote our one government policy that seeks to remove duplication and inefficiencies while streamlining processes that increase accessibility and efficiency of public service delivery for citizens, no matter where she lives. We don't have to live in the polarizing world of the haves and have-nots, the digitally included and those without internet connectivity, the efficient private sector and the really incompetent and slow public sector. We have a choice to make, and it's simple, actually. Whether in education, finance, or healthcare, it is our jobs as leaders to develop and deploy solutions that bring us closer together, not divide us. We must create technologies that promote inclusivity and accessibility, particularly among traditionally marginalized groups. And we must continue to use digitization to drive change in our communities from national to local levels. And if those truly transformative technologies can be made digital public goods to serve humanity, we're guaranteed of one thing: our world will be safer, richer, and better for it. And it is my hope that when we choose to do this together, we will deliver on that promise. Thank you.